The new rules of engagement in service. If you Google customer service, within 14/100ths of a second, you get 31,200,000 hits. A lot has been done over the years to develop the ever-elusive customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. I'd like to organize 70 years of thought into 3 basic schools that evolved in response to the business conditions of their day. And then I will reveal the new rules of engagement for serving in the 21st century. The first school of thought is relationships. Most sources credit this first school of service, or sales for that matter, to Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Under the banner of ways to make people like you, Carnegie began it all. The second school I'll call steps. This next organized effort towards service effectiveness was born of the desire to replicate the steps, to replicate what successful service providers did. The idea was to get service reps to copy successful technique. And then the third school, diagnostics. The final service school includes several diagnostic approaches. These situational models all involve first making a diagnosis to allow the provider to then mirror the customer. And as I've said before, all of these approaches still have merit in developing customer readiness. But I believe the dynamics of customer service in the second decade of the new millennium demand a new paradigm, a new frame of reference. So what is different about today? What is it about human interactions in customer service today that is any different than it was 10, 20, or 50 years ago? We've discussed this already too. Time and technology. Influence now takes place in the moment, and understanding and managing the state of the moment is the new school of service. Let me add, too, that many organizations offload much of what was once done by a service provider to allow the customer the convenience of doing it themselves on a website, and, of course, allow themselves savings on staffing. Some customers appreciate it. They prefer it, but others are enraged by it. It can often happen today that by the time a human being is finally involved, the customer is ready to call it quits. I would like to spell out new rules of engagement for service professionals in the course of their duties in the 21st century. The first rule of engagement, learn to be. In essence, learning to be present is the #1 service competency of our era. Learning to be aware, to be attentive, learning to be. The second rule, learn to follow. Learning to follow the power found in protocol. To adopt a proven, prescribed approach to guide interactions, to carry intention into every interaction. And the third rule, learn to ask. In a no-normal economy, service professionals no longer have all the answers or all the power. You might be servicing someone that knows more about what you do than you do. Learning to be, to follow, and to ask are the new rules of engagement, the path to maximizing the state of the moment for you.